Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we really plunge into the stack of sources you share with us. We try to give you those aha moments, a shortcut to being genuinely well-informed.
Exactly. Cutting through the noise.
Yeah. And today, we're navigating some fascinating terrain. It's all about mind, manifestation, and purposeful living.
Big topics.
Huge. We're touching on ideas that, well, they've echoed through works like The Secret, Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
Concepts promising to unlock potential.
Concepts that have really captivated people for decades, haven't they?
They really have. So
Yeah.
our mission today, it's to pull out the most powerful, actionable insights from these sources we've looked at.
Right. Not just the theory, but the how-to.
Exactly. We want to understand how these principles are supposed to work, how you can maybe harness the power of your mind to, shape your reality.
Towards a more fulfilling life, presumably.
That's the goal, right? A more purpose-driven life.
Yeah.
And it seems to boil down to this intersection of belief, visualization, and importantly, concrete daily actions.
It's definitely a compelling mission. And I think it resonates so deeply because, well, it speaks to a universal human thing, doesn't it?
What's that?
This desire to understand our capabilities, to grow, to achieve things that, really matter to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's so appealing about this kind of material is that sense of empowerment it offers.
Empowerment. How so?
Well, the idea that you're not just passive, not just reacting to life, but you can be an active architect of your future.
Moving beyond perceived limits.
Precisely.
Right.
Moving beyond what you think your limitations are and realizing your capacity might be way bigger than you currently believe. It gives you a kind of framework, really.
A framework for growth?
Yeah, for personal growth, for achievement. It challenges you to look inward for the keys, rather than just waiting for something external to happen.
Okay, so let's peel back the layers then. Get right into that core principle. The power of the mind.
That's the foundation.
Right. Our sources, drawing from those traditions like The Secret and Think and Grow Rich, they make a pretty bold claim, which is that your thoughts aren't just fleeting things. They're actual forces that directly influence your external reality.
It's a huge idea that your inner world, your mental landscape, is maybe more consequential than we usually think.
Definitely. But how? That's the question, right? What are the actual mechanisms they point to?
That is the crucial question, isn't it? It's one thing to say thoughts are powerful, but these sources get specific.
Okay, like what?
Well, first up is visualization. And look, this isn't just like idle daydreaming.
Right. It's more
But
focused.
much more. We're talking clear, detailed, consistent picturing of your goals. Really experiencing them mentally as if they're already real.
As if they've happened.
Exactly. And what's fascinating, and actually increasingly backed by neuroscience now, is that the brain, it doesn't always clearly distinguish between something vividly imagined and something real.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So when you vividly imagine something, your brain fires off signals, creates neural pathways, almost like you were actually doing it.
So you're kind of priming yourself.
You're priming your brain, yeah. Over time, it makes you more alert to opportunities that match that vision. You become less resistant to taking the necessary actions.
I've heard athletes use this.
Absolutely. Mental rehearsal.
Yeah.
It can actually enhance physical skills for some top athletes. It's like creating a mental blueprint,
Right.
that your subconscious then starts working towards.
Okay, so visualization is one key mechanism. What else?
Then there's unwavering belief. And again, this is more active than just hoping for the best.
So what does unwavering mean here? Like ignoring reality?
Not quite ignoring reality. It's more about holding a really consistent, strong conviction that you can achieve your goals, even when things get tough or the path isn't clear.
Yeah.
Think of it like a dedicated inventor. They don't necessarily believe failure won't happen.
Right, setbacks are part of it.
Exactly. But they do believe in their ability to find a solution despite those setbacks. It's that internal certainty, that resilience.
That keeps you going.
It keeps you innovating, iterating, pushing forward instead of just giving up when you hit a wall. It's not passive waiting. It's an active internal stance, like saying, okay, this is possible, and I'm going to keep at it.
So it's belief in the possibility and in your ability to navigate challenges.
Precisely. And connected to that is the call to set truly ambitious aspirations.
Think big.
Really big. The sources are quite clear. Don't let your past experiences or what seems quote-unquote realistic right now box you in.
That's hard though, isn't it? We tend to base future expectations on past results.
It is hard. It challenges us to imagine possibilities without immediately shutting them down with self-doubt or perceived limitations, stretching those mental boundaries.
Which leads nicely into the next point, I guess.
It does. Overcoming past limitations, this is vital.
Yeah.
The material really hammers home that past failures, setbacks, things people told you couldn't do,
Yeah.
they should not dictate your future potential. It's about realizing that many limits are just mental constructs, stories we tell ourselves.
Or stories we've absorbed from others.
Exactly. And by actively shifting your mindset from, say, I can't, or I've never done that, to, okay, how can I, or I will figure this out, you start dismantling those internal barriers.
Or letting your potential emerge.
Yeah. It's a really powerful internal reframing job.
That is a profound thought. Because, I mean, if we're really honest with ourselves, how often do we unknowingly hold ourselves back?
All the time, probably.
Just replaying old tapes, sticking to what feels, I don't know, safe or familiar. It's kind of startling when you think about it. How much of our daily life, our choices, might be shaped by beliefs we haven't even really examined? This deep dive really makes you pause, makes you ask, how might you, the listener, be limiting yourself without realizing?
It suggests that expanding your reality has to start with expanding your mind's view of what's even possible.
Okay, so understanding these mental principles is one thing.
Yeah.
But, the rubber meets the road with application, right?
Okay.
How do you consistently do this when life gets busy or throws curveballs?
That's the practical question.
Yeah. Do the sources give us tools, concrete advice? Because abstract ideas are great, but...
They absolutely do. And that's the beauty, I think. These aren't just philosophical ideas. They come with a toolkit. Very clear, accessible stuff.
Okay, I'm listening. What's in the toolkit?
Well, 2 key practical routines get a lot of emphasis. The first is a daily gratitude routine.
Gratitude? Okay, heard of that. What's the specific angle here?
It's about consciously, intentionally acknowledging and appreciating the good things in your life, no matter how small they seem.
Every day.
Making it a non-negotiable daily habit, actively looking for reasons to be grateful. And the benefit isn't just, feeling nice.
There's more to it.
Oh, yeah. Gratitude actively fights against the brain's natural negativity bias. We're wired to spot threats, problems.
Right, the survival instinct.
Exactly. So by consciously looking for positives, you're not ignoring the bad stuff, but you are training your brain, specifically something called the reticular activating system, your RAS. You're training it to filter your reality differently, to notice solutions, opportunities, the good stuff. You're essentially reprogramming your perception.
So it shifts your focus from lack to abundance, kind of.
That's a great way to put it. It creates fertile ground emotionally and neurologically for attracting or at least noticing more good.
Interesting. Okay, so gratitude is one. What's the second key routine?
The second is a meditation practice. This comes up again and again as indispensable.
For focus, clarity.
Focus, clarity, absolutely, and mental discipline. It's not necessarily about, emptying your mind completely, which scares some people off.
Yeah, that sounds hard.
It's more about training your mind, learning to observe your thoughts without getting swept away by them, reducing the mental clutter.
Creating some space.
Exactly. Creating a clearer channel for your intentions. Think of it like strengthening a muscle, your focus muscle.
And how does that connect back to manifestation, belief, visualization?
Well, when you practice meditation regularly, you get better at those things. You're better able to quiet the mental noise, the doubts, the distractions,
Okay.
which lets you hone in on your desired outcomes with more precision. It makes your visualization more vivid, your belief feel more solid, more steadfast.
So it cultivates the inner stillness needed for intentional thought.
That's it perfectly. Cultivating that inner stillness where real clarity and intentionality can actually flourish.
So these practices, gratitude and meditation, they aren't just fluffy feel-good things at all.
Not according to these sources, no. They're integral, tangible pathways.
Moving from just understanding the mind's power to actually actively using it. Consistently.
Right. They reinforce those core principles, belief, visualization in a very direct, practical way.
It really makes you think. I mean, I genuinely encourage you, listening now, to consider, what if you integrated just one of these?
Even 5 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe just 5 minutes of jotting down things you're grateful for or doing a short guided meditation each morning. How might that start to shift things for you?
Your daily experience, your perspective.
Your whole trajectory, maybe?
Yeah.
It's about building those mental habits, right?
Yeah.
One small step at a time.
Intentional steps.
But hang on, our sources seem to suggest This isn't only about me, myself, and I. It's not purely about personal gain or individual achievement.
That's a crucial point.
So what happens when we broaden the lens, look beyond just our own goals? What else is vital for truly purposeful living, according to these teachings?
Yeah, if you take that step back, it becomes really clear that true fulfillment, as described here, goes way beyond just personal ambition.
Okay.
There's a profound emphasis placed on service to others.
Service, helping people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not presented as just, a nice thing to do if you have time. It's seen as vital.
Vital for what?
For elevating your own manifestation, actually.
Yeah.
And for adding that deep, resonant purpose to your life.
How does helping others elevate my manifestation? That seems counterintuitive, maybe.
Well, the idea is that when you contribute to someone else's well-being, their success, you create this positive ripple effect. Okay.
And that doesn't just benefit them. It also amplifies your own sense of meaning, your purpose. It kind of pulls you out of a purely self-focused state.
Into contribution mode.
Right. And that shift, consistently, seems to bring a deeper, more lasting kind of satisfaction than just chasing personal goals alone. It's like what you give out comes back, maybe not directly, but as this enriched sense of self, a more meaningful life.
That makes sense. Giving creates value, and value tends to circulate.
You could say that. And this focus on service also connects powerfully back to overcoming those self-imposed limitations we talked about.
How so?
Well, think about it. When your focus shifts to helping someone else, to a purpose that feels bigger than just you,
Yeah.
it can give you this incredible motivation to push past your own fears or insecurities, doubts that might stop you if it was just about your gain. Sometimes you can overcome those when you know your effort will genuinely help someone else.
Ah, okay. So the why becomes bigger than the what if I fail. Exactly. It's a powerful psychological shift. Your own comfort zone, those internal barriers, they start to seem less significant when you're looking through the lens of a bigger purpose. It gives you a reason to push through.
A less self-serving reason.
Precisely. So putting it all together, cultivating that powerful mind, the visualization, the belief, then adding the active daily practices like gratitude and meditation, and then layering on this dedication to service.
It's the whole package.
That's what these sources seem to connect to, leading a truly fulfilling, purposeful life. It's the ultimate aim described, not just getting stuff, but achieving things in a way that enriches your life and the lives around you.
Leading to that profound, holistic sense of purpose.
That's the idea. Lasting purpose.
Wow. That really does bring it all together beautifully. It makes it so clear that, personal growth and helping others, they aren't separate paths.
They're intertwined.
Deeply intertwined, yeah. For a truly meaningful existence. It really encourages you, the listener, to think about that interconnectedness. How your own dreams might align with contributing something larger.
And how that alignment can actually fuel your motivation even more.
Finding that sweet spot, maybe, where your own growth meets making a positive difference.
That sounds like a pretty good place to aim for.
Okay, so let's try to synthesize this. To wrap up our deep dive today, we've revisited the immense transformative power of your mind, drawing on those influential traditions.
Like The Secret, Think and Grow Rich.
Right. We've explored the foundations, vivid visualization, unwavering belief, the courage to aim high, and crucially, that ongoing work of dismantling limitations, past ones, self-imposed ones.
Definitely.
And then we got practical. We looked at the toolkit,
Huh?
those daily disciplines of gratitude and meditation, which are clearly way more than just feel-good things.
Absolutely. And it's so important to remember that these aren't just abstract ideas to, think about once in a while.
They're meant to be lived.
Exactly. Actionable insights. Designed to be consciously woven into the fabric of your actual everyday life.
It's a system almost.
It is. When you combine that mental discipline, the focus, the belief, with the positive habits like gratitude and meditation that sort of reprogram your mindset.
Yeah.
And then you elevate it all by consciously directing your energy towards serving others. You create this really holistic, dynamic approach to personal development.
Comprehensive framework.
Right. For not just achieving goals, but for living a life that genuinely feels rich in purpose, deeply fulfilling, and maybe even profoundly impactful.
So with all of that swirling around,
Yeah.
here's something for you to maybe chew on after we finish up. A final thought.
Okay.
What's one small, intentional step, just one that you could take today? Maybe it is literally 1 minute of gratitude, or spending 30 seconds vividly picturing one specific goal. What's one tiny step?
And
how might that single consistent action, if you kept it up, begin to redefine what feels possible for your future? Not just for you, but maybe for those around you too.
A small step, a big potential shift.
Something to ponder. We'll leave you with that. Thanks for diving deep with us today.